the first 3 days it got 10K, and then like on the fifth day it got to 100,000.
This is Esiar. He started his YouTube channel 1.5 years ago, and at the time of recording this, he's about to reach 10,000 subscribers with many viral videos. But how did he get here? Because his journey was no sunshine and rainbows. Despite working many hours on every video, his earlier videos didn't particularly perform very well at the time.
Every single one got like 30 views max, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that hurt me a lot.
But once his channel started to garner some attraction, another setback happened.
Your rage, he reacted to it. He was liking at first, but he stopped in like the middle of it.
Which things when you're new.
Yo, is this nigga giving advice on how to make friends right quick? Hey, man.
And that like really messed with me, because I was like, man, I made a bad video. I missed out on this huge opportunity.
So I decided to hop on a call with Esiar to learn more about his journey on YouTube and the strategies he used to go viral. So to start off this video, who is Esiar and how did he start his YouTube journey?
I started YouTube probably like, I think it's a year and a half ago now. But I originally started with Instagram. I was posting like Instagram clips. Like I would post like Fortnite Instagram clips, and I'll post like just like my gaming highlights. And I built a little community off of there. Like I would stream. I think at that time I'll probably get like 5 to 6 viewers a stream. Like it was like a nice little community. I made like 2 or 3 videos of those, and that was when I first started using Premiere Pro. And when making those videos, like I spent hours on those videos, and I was like, this is gonna, like I said for each of them, I was like, this is gonna blow up. This one has to blow up. This one has to blow up. And every single one got like 30 views max, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that hurt me a lot.
A strategy Esiar has used since starting his YouTube channel is trend jacking. But what is that really, and how can you use it for yourself?
It was a YouTube channel called Colin and Samir. They were talking about trend jacking, like things that were happening in that moment, or like you use big names and stuff. Like search through YouTube, search through like the most Google things. And I was like kind of searching through YouTube for videos about like documentaries about Canel Joseph, Adrian Harding and stuff like that. And I found those videos. I saw that nobody posted them. And I kind of used that trend jacking method. I was like, all right,
so you found kind of a blue sea, right?
Yeah.
So what Esiar talked about here is to find a blue ocean. A blue ocean is a place or a niche, you can say, which isn't contested. It might be a little difficult to understand this, so look at this graph. The red ocean has a lot of competition, which makes it difficult for you to succeed, whilst the blue ocean is uncontested and it's easier to succeed in. So how you can replicate this is by looking for a gap in the market. Basically videos people haven't made yet. But then, what is his niche exactly, and how did he use the blue ocean strategy for his first videos?
That Canel Joseph video, the first day or so, it got like 200, 300 views. I was like, dang, that's crazy, because before I was just getting 30 views. And then I saw that on Canel Joseph's Discord server that he reacted to it on stream, and then it like went up to like, it was like 700 or 800, and I was like, well, I'm sitting here like, this is crazy, man. It's going up to about to 1,000, and it was, and then from there I was like, all right, this is kind of the strategy I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do like, try to make videos to get YouTubers to react to on stream. And then that's when I made the Kai Cenat one, because I saw Kai Cenat started to blow up, like getting like 80, like 60,000 subscribers, like going like really fast. And I was like, all right, let me make a video on that.
Going away from his videos a little bit, how does he come up with video ideas? Because I know that most people struggle with exactly this. A viral video does not only need to be executed well, but it also needs to have a good idea to begin with.
Go through your niche's comments. Go through your, like the top, around the top people in your niche, and you know, just anybody niched in your comments, and look for questions that the viewer is looking for. I did that with like TikTok. Like I would just scroll through TikTok and just see what questions people were looking for. These next two video ideas like came pretty close together.
Now going back to his videos, what was his first viral video? How did he come up with it, and how did it affect his channel?
The Secret Genius in AMP, I saw a lot of people were saying Phantom was like, you could say like dumb, like he's the funny guy. Like people don't really see him as intelligent. And I saw in all the podcasts I was watching that Phantom was like connected to everybody in AMP. Like he was like one of the people that brung a lot of the people together. So I was like, the secret genius in AMP, and put Phantom's face in there. It's like genius and then Phantom face, like those things kind of, I guess how people like your first look, like those things kind of don't go together, but that like makes you want to click it. Dropping the secret genius in AMP, like it did really well, and like a lot of people were messaging me and stuff, and like the first day it got 1,000 views, which was crazy for me at that time.
A creator's journey is not linear. I can relate to this, you can probably relate to this as well. So how did Esiar learn from his mistakes from his first viral video? And how did it influence his next videos?
How to get a group like this, your rage, he reacted to it. And when he was reacting to it, he like watched it to, like he was liking it at first, but he stopped in like the middle of it.
Switch things when you're new.
Yo, is this nigga giving advice on how to make friends right quick? Hey, man. Yo, this nigga talking about some, go to Discord and shit. Hey, good video, bro.
And that like really messed with me, because I was like, man, I made a bad video. I missed out on this huge opportunity. And I was thinking all these things like, bro, I should have said this, I should have done this, I should have reformatted like this, because another streamer might not watch it again, or like another streamer that big will not watch it again. And that actually influenced how I made Secret Genius and AMP. Because in Secret Genius and AMP, like it was a bit longer, but then I just started cutting it up because I was like, all right, I need to make every moment. I need to make it like I was thinking about how MrBeast make videos. He makes it where it's like a big moment every single time. And I was thinking in the sense of how I can do that is make a good moment every single, like something that's interesting, like every single, you could say like every single minute of those 5 minutes.
So he did exactly this for his next viral video. But what was that video? And how did he know that it was gonna go viral?
That one, I got that idea exactly from looking through comments and stuff, because at that time Chris Next Door wasn't posting for like months, and like he wasn't consistent on YouTube at all, and a lot of people were asking like, what's happening to Chris Next Door, like where is he at, like why doesn't he post? So I was like, all right, let me make a video on Chris Next Door. So this idea is gonna do good because a lot of people are asking about it. So now in this video, I kind of want to not only gear the video towards getting views, but make it where I'm gonna enjoy myself making this. I guess when I posted it, it got like first day, I think it was like 100,000 views in the first day, and I was like, man, it's crazy.
Once you started making videos, to get to the next level, you need to get other people's feedback. There's many ways to do this, so why is it important, and how does Esiar do it?
Getting feedback from other people, it's scary, but it's like really important to do it. At least for growth on YouTube, it's like it's extremely important to do it. Like if you want to grow on YouTube, it's very, very important to do it. I have several different groups that I use, but yeah, having a group of YouTubers is really good. I think the only place that's not good to go for a group is Reddit. It's mostly just people just complaining and saying, why am I not getting these views? Why am I stuck at 30 views? Why am I this, and that? And they're like blaming the algorithm and blaming, like saying they don't have the right equipment and stuff. And it's just like, bro, it was just not a good, I think that's like the only place that you don't go for feedback. It's not a good environment for, like, if you actually want to become YouTubers, it's not a good environment, because you're going to put all these excuses in your head saying like, YouTube doesn't like me, or YouTube is shadow banning me, or whatever, all this stuff. And it's just like, nah, that is not the case. But you know,
once your YouTube channel is starting to grow fast, you might need to think about scaling your business. For example, hiring editors, graphic designers, etc. So where does Esiar stand on this topic, and when should you start hiring people for your channel?
I think it is important. It's like, it's just a certain stage that you get to that you should do it. I think doing everything on your own for a period of time is important, but I guess at some point, bringing people onto your team, I think that's when, you know, you start really going into the next level, because it's like certain tasks, like the tedious tasks, like cutting a video or finding certain assets, somebody else can do it, and that can help you put more creativity towards like the ideas and stuff.
Boredom. Everyone experiences it. I've experienced it. You probably experienced it. So how does Esiar combat this?
I guess I'm trying to work on like 2 videos at once, because you know, working on one video at a time, it's like keeps you like stuck in a way.
But don't you think it's kind of more confusing or messy if you do two?
It's like it keeps you efficient, because it's like sometimes when you're editing, like when I'm editing a video, there's always like a point where I get bored, and I kind of want to do something else. So having that one, and then I like switch to the other one and look at their story, and that's kind of like refreshing for me.
What was Esiar's most difficult moment, and why is it important to accept it? And by the way, don't skip this part, even if you've not made it on YouTube yet, because the earlier you accept this, the better it will be.
I would say the most difficult moment was kind of just accepting that you're not gonna please everybody, because it's like you see, I guess I've been watching YouTube for so long, and a lot of people say, oh, you gotta not care about what people say, don't care about the comments, don't forget to hate comments. But it's really just easier said than done, because you sit there and you see people saying things, and some things are actually true, and some things are just people are just being mean for no reason.
That's the worst thing, when something is actually true.
Yeah, when it's actually true, it sticks on you, and you're thinking about that before you go to bed and stuff, and it's just like, bro, it's like keeps going over and over in your mind. It's really just easier said than done. You kind of feel like you kind of gotta just experience it.
Are you still following along to this video? Because the next part is super valuable. It's the only 2 things you really need to go viral.
I guess the 2 main things is learning how to get people to click your video, like objectively, and having good story without your video, and like having your intro as good as the conclusion.
If you've just started making YouTube videos, this is exactly what you should do.
If you just started YouTube, I think you should go towards shorts. I think shorts are probably, I think that's like the best place to start, because everything it's easier and you can pump out way more stuff. I guess with shorts, I feel like you can learn how to use music and stuff like that better.
Also, you're probably gonna see more results, I would
Yeah.
think. Because if you're just starting out, it might be difficult to go 1 year without seeing any views. Right?
Oh yeah, yes, especially now, today's day and age. Yeah, a lot of people definitely aren't gonna sit there and see 10 viewers on every video on YouTube for years, or at least months.
Yeah, I guess shorts kind of solved that, because I mean you're almost guaranteed to get some views.
Yeah.
You're constantly competing with other YouTubers, so how do you beat them? And what is Esiar's stance on the MrBeastification of YouTube and repetitive content?
I think what a lot of people kind of do wrong is they always look at stuff in their niche. Like they're always looking at things in their niche all the time. And I think that's something that's what makes YouTube feel stale, is that you're always looking at the same people over and over and over. If you're looking at the top main 3 people, that's pretty much what the community is. Because if you look at any of the smaller creators, like people aren't like super different from those top people. And I think something that people should do is really, with inspiration, they shouldn't have YouTube be their main inspiration. Like I feel like YouTube should be like 20, maybe 30% of your inspiration. Rest of it should be like things that are like outside of that, like either things that is like actually happening in your life, or like movies. I think movies are definitely underrated. I've realized this with myself, is that like I didn't want to watch movies because I was like, oh, this is a waste of time, bro. Why am I watching this? I think at one point it was because I'm sitting there trying to start, but at this point it's like watching movies and like learning of what filmmakers and stuff that they do and try to implement that into your YouTube videos is definitely what's going to help you stick out and kind of get ahead of people.
Now that you know his story, successes, and strategies, how does he actually make his videos? Like, what is his video creation process?
I think when it comes to research, that's the thing that takes the most time. If I break it down into this, if I wanted to get a video out in a month, I would do the first week is literally just researching and finding the clips, finding all the clips, finding sound bites that I like by them, finding all those different things. Then the next week would be like putting everything on the timeline, making sure everything's together, and then working on the intro, and then kind of going over everything like that. Most of my time, it's definitely towards researching. When it comes to editing, that could take me like a week or so to completely edit a video. but most of it's literally just researching and looking for the right idea and looking for the clips and sound bites that like align with the story.
Going back to one of the previous points about getting feedback from others, what does Esiar do right before he uploads a video?
I show it to like my online group of friends, and then they give me their feedback on it. Then I show it to like my YouTuber friends. They give me their feedback on it. Then I like show it to my family. Like I just ask a time for everybody to sit down and just watch my video on the TV and just see and just look at the reactions when they're doing things. That's one way how you can see if your video is good or bad, is if you watch it in front of people. Having people like watch your video, like you're gonna see through like all the bad things about it, like see through the bad editing and all that.
So, why should you watch Esiar's videos?
If you like streaming, if you want to know about, you know, creators in the space, you want to learn different things about the creator space. When it comes to entertainment and education, if you like these things, like it's a good spot for my channel for you.